You bring your phone everywhere. Work, school, the movies. Now you can bring it to an Xfinity store for an easy way to switch to Xfinity Mobile, a new kind of network designed to save you money. You can get up to 5 lines of talk and text included with Xfinity Internet at no extra cost, so all you pay for is data. It's never been easier to switch to Xfinity Mobile and keep the phone you love. Click here to see how. Sorry, I gotta take this. Restrictions apply. Limited to select mobile phones. Requires activation of a new line of Xfinity Mobile. Up to 5 devices per account. New Xfinity Internet customers limited to up to 2 lines pending activation of Internet service.
Live and local. You're listening to The Larry O'Connor Show.
We just got a huge number of text messages between those two little lovebirds in the Obama Justice Department, Lisa Page and David Strzok. And listen, there's a whole lot in there. Certainly kind of a smoking gun text message. One of those, what did Obama know and when did he know it text messages, where we learned that the president wanted to be briefed on everything they were doing with regard to the Clinton email investigation, even though the president, of course, in the past said that he had no involvement at all and didn't have any conversations with the FBI about these things. Well, that'll all get sorted out, I'm sure, and I certainly hope it will at least. But there was one text message in there that I found to be, well, quite relevant with regard to our daily conversation here on WMAL because it involved many of you. If you live in Loudoun County, there was a text message that referred to you as, let's see, how did they put it? Well, let's ask Ron Meyer. Ron Meyer, who is one of the county supervisors out in Loudoun County. Ron, how exactly did these top Justice Department officials in the Obama administration refer to your constituents, your neighbors?
He said, we're being gentrified, but we're still largely ignorant hillbillies. Largely ignorant hillbillies. That's how he's describing my constituents and our residents out here in Loudoun County.
Well, on behalf of the good people of Loudoun County, whom I've grown to know and love, I go out there and spend a heck of a lot of money out in your county at the wineries and restaurants and that paintball course over on what mountain is that on Boar Mountain? I can't remember. But I love spending money in your county, Ron, and I haven't met any hillbillies. What do you have to say to this?
What I have to say is, I mean, he's clearly ignorant about Loudoun, right? Because Loudoun, we have the highest per household income, meaning we have tons of families where both parents are working. So we're hardworking people. We're among the highest educated in the nation, fastest economic investment growth of any county our size. Obviously, you know about the data centers. 70% of the world's internet runs through Loudoun and all of the workers associated with that. Orbital, ATK, Raytheon, Verizon, Airbus, United Airlines, those are some of the companies that have big presences here in the county. You mentioned the wineries and breweries. I mean, there's a lot of good things happening in Loudoun.
I don't know.
By the way, we have 500 women-owned farms.
Ron, let's be real here. All the people who work at those high-tech businesses, they all drive in from Fairfax, maybe Montgomery County. It's the hillbillies of Loudoun that are the janitors and cafeteria workers, right?
No. I mean, that's why, like I said, if you have to, we have the highest household income. That means people actually live here are having that income. And that means that they're working.
That they're actually there, yes. I'm teasing you, of course.
Listen, there's a lot of folks who work in the government, but the thing that's different about Loudoun than many of the other suburbs is that we actually have a lot working in the private sector, especially in the tech field.
Can I ask you something, Ron? This is what really angered me about this, because every election year, every time that Virginia is up for grabs for the presidency or for the gubernatorial race or what have you, or for the statewide Senate race, everyone in the media always talks about how important Loudoun County is. Well, how Loudoun County goes is how the state of Virginia goes, and maybe even the country goes in a presidential election. And they spend so much time kowtowing to the Loudoun voter, and they go out there and they do all these rallies and everything. What does it say to you when this is what they're saying about you behind your back? They want your vote, but they think you're a bunch of ignorant hillbillies.
It's pretty frustrating. What's most frustrating is that politically, you're right, we do swing back and forth. When I won in 2015, my district went 25 points against me in every other race except for mine. So that state Senate race, McCabe versus State Senator Dick Black, State Senator Dick Black actually lost my precincts by more than 20%. Still ended up winning the race. And so people do cross ballot and do think independently in Loudoun. And I think what's frustrating to me is that there's a lot of good people who work for the FBI and a lot of good people in federal government, and people like Peter Strzok make them look bad. And it makes it look like justice isn't being given out equally based on politics. That you have someone who basically says, if you're a Republican, if you're still voting Republican, that means you're an ignorant hillbilly, rather than saying, you know what, maybe I'm a top FBI official. I shouldn't be getting this involved and this personally invested in politics.
Yeah. Well said, sir. Ron Meyer, one of the fine members of the Board of Supervisors in Loudoun County. And, of course, we have great respect for you in Loudoun County, all of you. We have great respect for your intellect, and we have great respect for who you are as human beings and American.
Well, we appreciate your money, Larry. Keep coming out here.
And my presence, I hope.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Hey, let's set up one loud and get some restaurants going.
All right. Thanks, Ron.
Xfinity Mobile is a new kind of network designed to save you money while streaming your favorite music, like that 90s Jams playlist you've played 72 times today. It combines America's largest, most reliable 4G LTE with the most Wi-Fi hotspots. Get up to 5 lines of unlimited nationwide talk and text included with your Xfinity Internet at no extra cost. All you pay for is data. Visit an Xfinity store or click now to see how much you can save with Xfinity Mobile. Restrictions apply. Requires Xfinity Internet service. Equipment, taxes, fees, and other charges extra. Limited to 2 lines pending Internet activation.